Hey Sherilyn, what are we up to today?
Hey Tabitha. Today we are judging books by their covers and their first lines.
Mostly by their first lines.
But also we grabbed them because of their covers.
That's fair.
But truly we're judging them by their first lines.
Yes, we're going to read the first line of 10 different books and rank them from worst to best. Let's get into it.
Cheers, besties!
So,
we've been spending too much time together.
apparently.
Once again.
So we each chose 5 different books at random. I chose ones that I knew that a lot of people have given 5 stars to because maybe these books that a lot of people love potentially have good first lines.
And then I picked mine mostly based on their covers and whether they were calling to me on the shelves. Yeah.
Cool.
A lot of them also happen to be very popular, very big books in the book world. So we're about to find out if their first lines live up to their hype.
All right, who wants to go first? Okay. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
All right, Tabitha goes first.
Okay, so the first one I'm choosing is We Are the Dead. So let's see what this first sentence is. We haven't looked at any of these first lines, so that does not count. There are poems, and that's intriguing.
Yeah.
Tinstra held the knife in her shaking hand. Ooh, very dramatic.
That was a short sentence.
Very short sentence. Okay, we have nothing to base this on, so it's number 1 and number 10.
Yay! All right, my first book is The Shadow of What Was Lost. Let's see what it's first. Okay, this one has a prologue.
So let's read the first sentence of both and just choose one?
Well, the first sentence of the prologue is a single word. Lightning. It has a period and everything. Does that count as a... So anyway, we're going to look at chapter 1 now. Oh, that one also has a poem. And then the first line is, Davian's eyes snapped open.
I like the knife in the shaking hand more.
There.
I like the knife in the shaking hand.
Yeah, okay.
Cool. So here's our order so far.
Yep.
All right. The first book in Realm of the Elderlings. My pen falters, then falls from my knuckly grip, leaving a worm's trail of ink across Fedwin's paper.
Well, that's great.
Yeah.
That's
it's very lush. It's also very...
It's like lyrical.
Yeah. Pen falters, then falls.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
Number
Number
one.
top.
Number 1 so far. Okay.
Okay. My next book is Dungeon Crawler Carl. Yay! It was just going to be on the opposite end of the spectrum. Chapter 1. The transformation occurred at approximately 2:23 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'm going to put them at the bottom.
Yeah, I will admit.
That was not very...
I'm not sure what this... I'm not super intrigued by that sentence.
Yeah, I don't know where we're going with that one.
Editing Tabitha here. I was transcribing all of these sentences for the graphics that you see, and I couldn't help but read the second sentence on this one, and it changes everything. It goes from being meh to being hilarious and incredibly intriguing. So you heard the first sentence. The transformation occurred at approximately 2:23 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Now let's finish that paragraph. As far as I could tell, anyone who was indoors when it happened died instantly. Already intrigued. If you had any sort of roof over you, you were dead. That included people in cars, airplanes, subways, even tents and cardboard boxes. Hell, probably umbrellas too, though I'm not so sure about that one. This shows you how much, and I didn't read the second sentence for everything, just for some reason I had to read this one. It goes to show you how much it's not just the first sentence that impacts a book. So take all of these with a grain of salt is kind of the moral of this little edit. And yeah, cannot wait to add this to the TBR because it sounds so good. When we get more, we're probably going to have to... We're goldfish, so we probably might have to reread some of these the farther we get. But yeah, Dragonbone Chair.
Oh, nice. This one sounds good.
So this one also has a... Oh, that's a foreword. Oh, this font is so big.
Wow.
On this day of days, there was an unfortunate stirring deep inside the dozing heart of the Hayholt. In the castle's bewildering warren of quiet passages and overgrown, ivy-choked courtyards, in the monks' holes and damp, swallowed chambers.
It was a very long sentence.
Very long sentence. Too long for my taste.
Yeah, that was actually it got me and then it lost me.
Yeah, I like the deep stirring. I like the unfamiliar stirring deep inside the dozing heart. I love that part.
Yeah.
But then it was like bewildering warren of quiet passages and overgrown ivy-choked courtyards and the monks' holes and damp shadowed chambers. It lost me.
That was, yeah, like, I was gonna put it, like, I definitely put it after Assassin's Apprentice.
Definitely after, let's look at We Are the Dead again. Because
that was the shaking knife.
Yeah, and I do kind of like that. Tincture held the knife in her shaking hand. Okay, never mind.
Yeah,
That's
I think
okay.
that one's still, I think Dragonbone Chair is still number 2, but I don't think it'll stay number 2.
I don't know that it will.
That was
it's
just a
very,
lot.
Very lush.
Yeah.
Very lush prose.
It was almost too much.
Too lush.
That could have been 2 cents. That could have been an email. All right. My next book is Leviathan Wakes, and we have this gorgeous, fun 10th anniversary edition. I love it because it's bright neon pink. Anyway, that's the only reason I picked it up. All right, this one has a prologue that looks like more than a single word and a chapter 1. So we're gonna read both first sentences and see which one we like more. So the prologue first sentence is, the scopuli had been taken 8 days ago and Julie Mao was finally ready to be shot. I love that.
Oh.
She's like, get me out. I'm done. All right. Interesting. And scopuli is italicized. I'm guessing it's the name of a ship.
It is.
So, chapter 1, first sentence. 150 years before, when the periocal disagreements between Earth and Mars had been on the verge of war, the belt had been a far horizon of tremendous mineral wealth beyond viable economic reach, and the outer planets had been beyond the most unrealistic corporate dream. I'm gonna go with prologue.
That one does honestly set the tone a lot. I've only watched the show. I haven't read the book. That also sets the setting really, really well.
Yeah.
So I think in both of them, ooh.
I like the prologue one because that's just kind of like,
It's jarring. It's got that kick.
but yeah, the chapter 1 first sentence, it does like actually give you a setting, and it's not like, it is a long sentence and there's a lot of words, but it's not like flowery. That you get lost, like we just did with Dragonbone Chair.
Yeah, I think I like it even more than this one actually.
The chapter 1 sentence.
I like both of them more. So.
Okay. Yeah.
Until we get more. Do you agree as well?
What was?
My pen falters, then falls from my knuckly grip, leaving a worm's trail of ink across Vedwin's paper.
I really like that sentence.
I really like that sentence, but I really like both of those.
Oh.
What are your thoughts?
Damn.
I'm fine either way.
Okay.
I will compromise if you want to blow it.
Crack me up. The Julie Mao was finally ready to be shot. That just is my kind of humor. I don't know if it's meant to be humorous, but that's how I'm taking it. And then I think this one is almost like too straightforward for me. The chapter 1 first sentence is a little like too like, here's the facts rather than here's the facts. So I think I'll still put this at number 2, but I will. It is above Dragonbone Chair. Okay. But I think I'll still put it under Assassin's Apprentice.
Cool. All right. Next one, Empire of Silence. This series is blowing up everywhere. So let's.
Oh yeah, my husband Jose actually wanted to. He added it to our Amazon cart, and I was like, oh, Tabitha has the first book of that.
I would love us to read this. Light. Although I feel like
maybe that's not the first sentence.
Yeah, I'm gonna read the next sentence.
We'll read the next.
The light of that murdered sun still burns me. She's so cute. Interesting. Murdered sun. I'm very intrigued by that. I'm not gonna lie. The light of that murdered sun still burns me.
I like it.
It's definitely in the top 3 for sure.
For sure. I think that's the first one that makes me want to keep reading.
Yeah.
So I think that's a
number
first one. Yeah, that's a number 1.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm like, I need, what's the next sentence?
Yeah.
But the other 2, I'm just kind of like, oh, that's nice.
Yeah, that's a pretty sentence.
Yeah, so, sweet. My next is The City We Became. Goodness gracious, that's a long prologue. Interruption. Chapter 1. Goodness gracious, okay.
So does this have 2 prologues?
Alright, so this book starts with a prologue, a 20-page prologue, and then there's a page that says interruption, and then there's chapter 1. So I don't know if this means we have three to choose from. Okay, well the first sentence of the prologue is, I sing the city The next sentence is fucking city. So I feel like we're not going to work with the prologue here. Interruption. The Avatar collapses, sagging onto the thick, old hardwood of the bridge despite Sao Paulo's efforts to catch him. That's kind of interesting. We'll see.
Yeah.
Chapter 1, he forgets his own name somewhere in the tunnel to Penn Station. Like, that's intriguing, but it takes you 22 pages to get there.
Yeah.
Which is a little frustrating.
I will say, I personally would put it somewhere around... I don't like it very much, because the first one...
it's not really grabbing me.
They're also so different. Like, the first one was the first one very florally and very, like, almost...
The first one of what?
The first.
I Sing the City.
No, never mind. That was just...
And then the second one was, the Avatar collapses, sagging onto the thick old hardwood of the bridge, despite Sao Paulo's efforts to catch him.
They're just confusing.
Yeah, there's a lot. None of it's gripping me.
Yeah. Let's see. I need to refresh our memory on some of the bottom ones.
Do you want me to hold anything?
Yeah, hold these, please. Because I don't know. Because held the knife in her shaking hand.
That's still doing
intrigued.
better.
I'm
Yeah.
intrigued by that.
Still doing better than this one.
This one was...
So we went chapter 1 on that one. Davian's eyes snapped open. Yeah.
Ooh. See, even,
almost that one's getting me more.
Even that, I'm more intrigued. Because those other ones were just kind of...
Dungeon Carl was like something about a time and...
The transformation occurred at approximately 2:23 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Honestly, that one's gripping me more.
The transformation because occurred. Transformation, like, cool. What do you mean by transformation?
Yeah. Okay.
Unfortunately, that one's going to the bottom.
Yeah.
Interesting.
That's crazy.
I expected that one to be, like, close to the top because she's known for being, like, such a good writer. But that was just confusing.
Based on first sentence alone, that isn't doing it for us.
Yeah. Cool.
So, all right. Your last book?
My last book is The Way of Edan. And this author is, like, known for being he's one, on booktube. And nice. 2, he's known for being very knowledgeable about writing. So I'm very curious about this one. I think he's an English professor as well.
Ooh. That's not intimidating.
That's forward. Okay, so we are going to read both the prologue and the first chapter, because we get both of those options. Death-like silence descended upon the temple. I am intrigued.
Yes.
Light crept upon the land. I'm less intrigued, but I still like the language. Light crept upon the land. It sets a good, like, both of these set a really good eerie tone.
They're both, like, simple, but I
think I like a simple first sentence.
Yeah. A lot of these have been...
Our favorites have been more on the simple side. Maybe that says a lot about our simple brains or something. But I like the tone that these set. All right, where are you feeling? Where's your starting point?
Honestly, I think it might be under here.
Under here?
Yeah, under Leviathan Wakes.
Oh, yeah. That makes sense. Cool.
Okay.
Nice.
All right, my last book is Illborn, and on top of that has this gorgeous special edition. So this one, trying not to lose the cover.
It is heavy.
All right, so this one we have prologue and we have the first chapter. So we will see both of them.
This is the only book that I've read on this little list here, and this book, amazing and known to have, like, the best prologue. I don't remember the first sentence, but...
All right. Prologue, first sentence. How does the opportunity ever arise for one person to alter the destiny of a world?
I mean, that's a pretty fucking... We
have a winner!
That's a pretty fucking
damn,
good
dude.
sentence.
Okay. That one, yeah, jeez.
I'm intrigued. I mean, I've already read it, but I'm intrigued.
Beautiful. All right, and then chapter 1 is... Alana de Moniz wondered daily about which would be the first to fade away to nothing, her mother's life or their dwindling remaining money. I'm gonna go with the prologue. How does the opportunity ever arise for one person to alter the destiny of a world? That's at the top. Dang, that's beautiful. Wow.
Cool. And if you've been hearing some banging in the background,
that is the cat
toy.
My
cats have a toy, and
on the hardwood.
It's a cool toy. It entertains them for hours
and interrupts the videos.
And hopefully it's not too loud. Let's see. I do see it occasionally picking up on the mic, so we'll see how that went. Sorry if If that, sorry.
But yeah, dang.
This
okay.
is our
Oof.
ranking.
Okay, so the top 5. Let's
yeah,
reread
you
the
grab,
top 5.
You grab the top 5.
Okay.
Or you grab them one at a time. We'll
Okay.
read the top 5. And
All right. Starting with Illborn, our top ranked first sentence of this video that I literally just had the page for. Okay. This is a delicious sentence. How does the opportunity ever arise for one person to alter the destiny of a world?
beautiful.
Yeah, I'm just keep going. Yeah, I want to keep reading.
That prologue, fantastic.
That's lovely. Okay, Empire of Silence. We go with, where am I? The light of that murdered sun still burns me.
I'm still so intrigued by that.
Yeah, and I love that the cat toy only goes off when I'm trying to read the first sentence. That's fun. I like that a lot for us. Assassin's Apprentice. My pen falters, then falls from my knuckly grip, leaving a worm's trail of ink across Fedwin's paper. Yeah, that's nice. I still like that. Just making sure our choices hold up here.
So far, I agree with us.
Yeah, I agree with us too. Look at us.
Look at us agreeing on things.
Oh my gosh.
Coming to a consensus.
All right, this one. Did we choose the prologue or the chapter?
I think both of them kind of worked.
It was kind of both of them. So the prologue first sentence was, the scopuli had been taken 8 days ago, and Julie Mao was finally ready to be shot. The first sentence of chapter 1 is, 150 years before, when the periodical disagreements between Earth and Mars had been on the verge of war, the belt had been a far horizon of tremendous mineral wealth beyond viable economic reach, and the outer planets had been beyond even the most unrealistic corporate dream.
I really like that the first one sets the tone and like almost a little bit of a jarringness. It has that jarringness, it has a little bit of that humor.
Yeah.
And then that second sentence, the first sentence of chapter 1 sets the scene. It sets like the world setting and all that. So I think that's still really, really good.
I think so too.
Hi,
Hidden, trying to steal a book.
And then last of our top 5.
The Way of Edan.
Which actually, I think the top 5 is perfect because we didn't love these ones, but we loved all of the top 5 ones. So, good mix.
All right. Did we prologue?
We looked at both.
We looked at both.
They're both very short.
Yes. So the first sentence of the prologue is, death-like silence descended upon the temple. And the first sentence of chapter 1 is, light crept on the land. Yeah, both of those feel like just like good ways to start a fantasy book.
Yeah. Good. Both, yeah. And they're short and they involve senses. So like death-like silence, hearing.
Like you can feel those
and then the
sentences.
light crept upon the land. It's visual.
Yeah. Like I can feel those sentences and I can see them.
For being so
without
short.
having much to go on. Yeah.
That's
crazy.
Great. That makes me very excited about all of these.
Yeah. Cool. Wow. Good for us.
Let us know which of these you guys have read or what your favorite first sentences are if you are the kind of person who remembers first sentences.
Yeah.
And then for our number 1, since we chose Illborn as our number 1.
I said Illborn. What is that?
The Illborn.
Illborn.
There's a little moon on the cover, so since this was our number 1 pick, if you aren't feeling chatty, leave us a little moon emoji for the moon.
All right. Fun times.
We'll see you guys in the next one.
Bye. Besties.